And LSU's Robin DeZormo is fighting the battle of her life, but she has the entire Tiger Nation behind her.
Your Southwest Sports Report is brought to you by...
Cancer may have invaded LSU goalie Robin DeZormo's body, but it cannot break her spirit.
Or is there a reason why we sacrifice, as if for the scissors, and I have in my life? What?
Good evening. This is your Southwest Sports Report.
Emily, thank you. LSU goalie Robin DeZormo was the heart and soul of the Tiger defense. Now the entire LSU community is giving their heart and soul to her. The story you don't want to miss next.
Your Southwest Sports Report is brought to you by your Texas Sport.
With a truly inspiring LSU soccer player. But first, we need to...
The show rolls on. First, we stop at the soccer field to check in on a courageous goalkeeper who's inspired many at LSU.
I kind of course, fell apart. And it was Robin who comforted me. And just, don't worry. It's going to be what it's going to be. And we're going to deal with it,
My jersey number is 99. When the doctor told me about the 10% cure rate, I'm like, well, I can look at this number and let it be a number. I said, but I'm going to add it to my number. That's my new prognosis, 109%.
109%, the number that keeps Robin DeZormo, her family, and her LSU teammates believing. In November of last year, the former Tiger goalkeeper was diagnosed with Ewing's sarcoma, a rare form of malignant cancer with only a 10% chance of survival.
I was against the odds my entire, soccer career. My freshman year, where it caused me to redshirt, I was hit by a car and I crushed my knee and things of that nature. And I came back from that, and they said that I'd probably never be able to play again. Came back, played 4 years. Another doctor telling me I can't do something, and I'm just going to prove them wrong.
Robin DeZormo finished up her senior season last fall, ranking second on the Tigers' all-time list in both saves and shutouts. In 2003, she was named the team's most valuable defensive player and started 50 of the 58 games throughout her career. The 8 games she missed were attributed to lower back pains, misdiagnosed as a pinched nerve caused by a bulging disc.
Her want to play soccer, I think, dominated a lot of her decision-making. I was angry. I was angry with the situation. I feel like had the doctors known better, they'd have done better. Had the MRI showed something, it would have been addressed. I think she was just dying to play soccer.
After her final game as a senior and a long 2 years of cortisone shots and steroids just to mask the pain, Robin and her mother flew to New York where a biopsy and an MRI finally revealed their worst fears.
I didn't have any expectations. Just went to the doctor's office, and when he told me, even then, I was just like, okay, what do we do about it? Like, what's next?
What was your parents' reaction?
Oh, of course, Mom got really upset.
I kind of course, fell apart. And it was Robin who comforted me. And just, don't worry. It's going to be what it's going to be. And we're going to deal with it, I was really worried how I was going to tell the team, I guess. It's not easy. And it pains me just to see what she has to go through, because you, as a parent, you want to make it better. And you can't. I think she would prefer not to have to be awake.
But Connie DeZormo does make it better, and so does the unwavering support of Robin's family, friends, and teammates back in Baton Rouge.
I can remember a time I was upset. One of my accounts were too low to come home, and I had my big birthday party on that Saturday. And it was, Thursday, and my accounts were really, really low, and I didn't think I'd be able to make my birthday party, and I was all upset. So they drove up here, and it's kind of like what I go through, they go through. They all have their little way, just tell me they care all the time.
So much so that the LSU Student Athlete Advisory Committee sponsored a talent show to benefit the Robin DeZormo Donation Fund.
It made my life, just that they do something like that, and they were all wearing the 109 shirts, and other sports too, made little comments, during the talent show, and I'm just, it's like, they don't even know me, and they're, doing all this, stuff for me, and it's phenomenal just because we go to the same school.
I never look back, 'cause life is for living and you know where it's at.
she's a wonderful girl, always happy. I remember the whole team visited her, and she was like, you guys don't get sad. It's business. Sometimes people go to work. I go up, I wake up, and I just fight cancer. And she's taken it wonderfully, and we're all just praying for her, and that's why we're here today, to raise money for her.
But I do think you have to be looking at a longer rather than a shorter course of chemotherapy, because you started out with so much disease.
After 5 rounds of chemotherapy, Robin is improving. The chemo itself has become the battle of and for her life, yet she refuses to give up and always looks for best case scenario.
For me, that I go tomorrow and I said the cancer is completely gone, I can go home. That'd be best case scenario. No more chemo, nothing. Reality, probably, still shrinking, and hopefully not too much chemo.
And so that's the area we need to keep an eye on. But it looks good.
Do you ever think about dying?
No. I mean, if it's my time to go, it's my time to go. It's not something I'm going to dwell on. Today, tomorrow, 50 years from now. Whenever it's my time, it's my time.
But for now, Robin's goals are like most 23-year-olds. Finish up school, get her degree, and hopefully one day become a teacher.
Teaching in a classroom, teaching on a soccer field, coaching. I see her teaching. She's already started.
Patty, great job, and Robin has already started teaching everyone who sees this story the meaning of courage and the power of positive thinking. We are proud to have had a chance to tell your story, Robin, and we wish we could do more to help you.
There is one thing we can do. A donation fund has been established through Bank One of Louisiana to help offset the extraordinary expenses associated with Robin's treatment. Donations can be made to the Robin DeSormo Donation Trust at any Louisiana bank, one location, or contact the LSU Shaquille O'Neal Champs Life Skills Office at 225-578-7402.